we will be talking about a lot of terms, and we'll be using a lot of terms today, obviously, because terms are very important. Language is very important. We would like to acknowledge that the word queer, initially, when it started out, was used as a slur, but it later became reclaimed by the community. So it no longer has that negative connotation to it, but still, there are groups of people who do find that offensive, who are not comfortable with those terms. And we do acknowledge that there is a lot of discussion and controversy around it. For the lack of a better word, we will be using queer. Cisgender essentially means that you identify yourself with the gender of the sex that has been assigned to you at birth. Heterosexuality means you're attracted to the opposite gender. It is a little archaic because that sort of assumes gender is binary, but basically that's what heterosexual means. Cishet is someone who identifies as a cisgender and is heterosexual, meaning they identify with the gender that's been assigned to them at birth and they are attracted to the opposite sex or gender. So this would make the majority of people we interact with. And we see heteronormativity coming up in many places, right? Even in public restrooms, in products that are advertised. So we don't really see anything other than binary gender presentation.
Being an ally to a queer community, what would that mean is, like, you would be an ally if you're a person who support civic equal rights for someone from queer community, and you also stand against transphobia, homophobia, and any kind of challenges this community would face. So that is when you would identify yourself as an ally. So generally what happens is, there is the general belief in the society that if you are an ally, it means that you belong to the queer community itself. Only then you can be an ally. So that is a general belief misconception that many people have. But it doesn't necessarily mean that you should be someone who is belonging to the community to stand up for them. You can be someone who identify yourself as cishet, but still be an ally for them. All right, use an ally scale to see where you are standing. When you identify yourself as an ally, there is a scale from 0 to 10. 0 is a place where if you think belonging to a queer community is something that's illegal, that is not natural, there should be strict legal action taken against them. 10 would be a place where you think that completely accept people for what they are, and you support them for the cause, and you consistently educate yourself about what it is to belong to a queer community. We are all directly or indirectly oppressed, or our decisions are decided by the norms set by the society itself. It is the same kind of difficulty that is for the queer community also. It's just that for them it is intensified. Like, for example, if you have to see from their childhood till throughout their adulthood, they would face multiple difficulties as a children. Like, when you are not a cishet child, then there are more chances that you would go through bullying experience. There are more chances that you would drop out because the bullying becomes too much to handle. There are more chances that your family would abandon you because you are not a cishet anymore. So there are, even then, like when they become an adult person, their employment wise, if you see in the workplace, they would face multiple harassment, multiple discrimination, or to begin with, they wouldn't even get a job if they are very open about their sexuality. And in the general society, greater society also, they are more likely to put in prison, to to be put behind bars based on the suspicion itself. This all happens, and because of these experiences that they go through, they are more prone to lot of mental health issues and physical health issues also.
All of this, we're talking about how there are certain privileges that we have, and we've talked a lot about the minority in community to which we belong, because it's very important for us to recognize that the cause of being an ally is not a situation where it is us versus them anymore. It is no longer that idea that exists at all. All of us are, whatever we are advocating for is about equality, acceptance, and that needs to be present at every level, right? We're talking about gender, we're talking about financial situations, language, everything that we feel oppressed in. it is the same cause of equality and respect and acceptance. And that is why to be an ally, it's not something that you come in with the mindset of I'm going to help someone else, but rather that, okay, this is the right thing to do because it affects me too. It affects everyone.
You can reach out to Therapeute with queries related to mental health. And before you go, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to our Therapeute channel. Thanks for watching. See you very soon.